All right, guys, so this is your video for your 3.01 PowerPoint. I'm going to quickly go over this PowerPoint. I will also be going over it in class for those of you who come to school face-to-face. So it's understanding fashion trends and forecasting in fashion. So your key terms are color, which is also hue. Another word for hue is literally the name of a color. So navy is a hue, sky blue is a hue. It's the most exciting design element that there is. Graphics is a visual presentation such as artwork, drawings, or designs, including the type. Hue is the technical name of a color. I just went over that. Pantone is a color codification systems that and technology for selection and accurate communication of color for textiles, as well as graphic design, printing, publishing, and plastics. And we'll go over that more here in just a minute. And then silhouette is the overall form or outline of an outfit or clothing or style. So this is Pantone. So this is the Pantone Spring Color Palette for 2015. So designers used this right here in 2015 to color specify their outfits. So here's the color wheel, it has 12 colors on it. It starts with your 3 primary colors, which are blue, red, and yellow, and then goes to secondary, which are green, violet, and orange. And then the tertiary colors are all those in between. Okay, so fashion forecasting is foreseeing fashion trends and predicting those trends early enough to allow time for production to meet the consumer demand. So because there is a time required for textile design and development, the textile segment leads in recognizing fashion directions. Textile designers work at least 18 months ahead of schedule for products to hit the market. So right now, they are looking at things next winter, literally 2021's winter fashion. They've already gone through and done everything else in between. They're at least 18 months ahead. So we all know what a fashion trend is. That was one of the very first vocab words we had in here. It's the direction of movement of public acceptance of color, texture, silhouette in fashion, and the people who are trend setters are the people we get all of that stuff from. The importance of forecasting, it makes it possible for fashion industries to meet their consumer demand. So if they know something is not going to be popular, then they're not going to want to make it. It needs to be able to be accepted and purchased so that way they can make more money. So who is involved in forecasting? Fashion staffs employed by textile producers, highly skilled consultants as well. So fashion services are resources for fashion reporting, forecasting, and consulting that are available for a fee or by subscription. And they provide market research, studies, collection reports, all of those things. Here's more who is involved. So examples of fashion services. All of these are specific websites and companies. So these that you can pay for, or a subscription is paying for it too. So another one is fashion designers. So color services are those things that we talked about earlier. So Pantone is a color service. And here's an example of red carpet that a lot of fashion designers knew that certain colors were going to be worn on that red carpet or for that year. So yarn colors just swatched are sent to the designers and merchandisers to plan their color stories and to purchase fabric. Examples of color services are these down here. So Pantone, obviously, and then this is giving you an example of what to pair with a certain color. Fashion merchandisers, so retail store owners and managers are also part of forecasting. Activities are making and reporting predictions off of the logic and the research, coordinating information gathered from fiber yarn and apparel companies, and then analyzing the fashion press. So what is happening with fashion leaders, what's happening with the world's fashion centers, which is what we went over last week. So in Atlanta, in China, in all of those places. So conducting market research, so consumer research. So there are those surveys that a lot of places have on the bottom of their receipt. So if you walk into Belk and you make a purchase, at the bottom of the receipt, it'll be you can get 25% off your next purchase if you fill out this survey. And it'll be asking questions about the store, but then about the product selection. So did they have everything that you wanted, and things along those lines. Market research, again, the study of market conditions, so observation of consumer lifestyles, study of current events, the arts, and the mood of the public. So I've noticed a lot recently, and this is just, I feel like through COVID, is a lot of like jogger sets and like a lot of loungewear is getting more popular because no one's able to like go anywhere really. So all of like the nightlife wear and all that is kind of being pushed back, and a lot of like loungewear stuff is coming to the forefront because A, it's comfortable, and B, we can't go anywhere, so why not wear stuff that's comfortable at home? So sales research is kind of that same thing. And then comparison shopping, we've already been over that. So the evaluation of current popular designs and getting, reviews from people, and then observations of like street fashion. And then your source of information are tabloids, magazines, newspapers, consumer publications, so magazines again, and then other websites. All right. If you have any questions on that, let